Auto Obsessed here. We're in the Auto Obsessed boutique and we've got a visitor here today. Mark Seto here from the Driven Show.
Hey Troy, it's good to see you.
Good seeing you. So Mark Seto, he's the producer of the Driven Show. Auto Obsessed is one of the title sponsors for the Driven Show, and this year we're doing the 2019 tour. We're going coast to coast, literally.
You know, I'm here for selfish reasons. I've got my new RWB Porsche out there that was built at Driven Edmonton, and really haven't had a chance to really detail or even get any products for it. So, you know, I told you I was going to come talk to you about Driven, but really I want to get some education myself on how to take care of that car.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah, it's a combination of things, I think, with this vehicle that is a little tricky. First off, it's got the Alcantara interior that we put in. It's also got a rag top, and it is 20-year-old paint on most of the car.
Okay.
And with that, it's got the original Zenith blue from Porsche, and the new parts are painted in it as well. But after it was done, we put on a satin PPF film on it, and some education needed on how to really take care of that as well.
Right.
So what do you suggest, Troy? Like, where do we even start? Like, I even got chrome wheels on it, right? And I can see water spots. It's like,
So we're looking at the satin. We're looking at the tires and the rubber, right? We're
rag top,
the convertible top for a moment. And then you have a unique interior as well, right? It's all Alcantara. Yeah, let's talk about that. I mean, kind of a coincidence. We just actually delivered. Unfortunately, you just missed it because we just delivered it yesterday. Won a 35 Mercedes GTR Pro, and that was actually in a matte, a factory satin blue. So we did that one all in paint protection film, and then finished it in a wax. So we'll go over some of the things we did to the car. So on the paint side of it, or on the paint protection film side of it, one of the best products to put on the paint protection film or on the matte surfaces itself is the Swiss Wax Opaque. So that's a wax that was invented for actually Lamborghini when they brought the Reventon in about 2008. Okay. The world hadn't seen factory satin cars. You know, their customs have been doing it for many years, but not factory. So Lamborghini needed a product for a satin paint system, and so they went back to Swiss Wax, because Swiss Wax is one of the OEM suppliers of detailing products for Swiss Wax, and they went to them to develop an opaque wax, so a matte finish wax. Because if you put traditional wax on matte, we're going to turn it glossy.
That's what I was worried about.
We don't want that.
Yes.
You for a reason, you put the matte satin finish on the car, and you want to maintain that. So opaque is absolutely one of the best stuff. They were the first. There are other products around. This is what we do. What we'll put on the car, as I mentioned, the GTR Pro, one of 35 we just finished yesterday. That one was done in.
And is the application any different, that it's the opaque wax versus a standard?
It's very close. There is a couple little techniques we have to do a little bit different with the opaque wax versus a glossy wax, but the basic principles are exactly the same. Your prep, your application, removal, and then you have that. When it's done, it gives you that, I feel it actually gives it a nicer look. It actually steps up the satin a notch on the glossy side, just a notch, but it gives it a really uniform look, and it adds a little bit of depth. And the best part is it puts some protection. So when you touch it, it is slippery.
Absolutely.
So it'll bead water. You won't get the fingerprints the same way. If you do get, obviously you're going to get bugs and road debris. That just washes off a heck of a lot easier now, right?
Oh, great.
So that's what I would suggest for the satin film, right? They also have a quick detailer in the opaque line. You are paying, more money for Swiss Wax, but there's nothing like it. So even in our studio, we don't charge clients a product cost. It's included in our hourly price.
Gotcha.
We will use Swiss Wax, right? And the reason being is it works very well. It gives us that perfect look. We save time, right? It's just an all-around fantastic product. We talked about wheels, right? Mm-hmm. Wheels. So you have aluminum polished wheels. They're a little bit tricky. We have to be careful with those because we don't want to stain them with stronger wheel products.
Yeah.
So this is our go-to product for most wheel situations when we're talking about wheel cleaning.
Right.
So this is the Obsessed Wheel Cleaner.
So this is almost the opposite. I got a polished wheel, but it's like a satin
Right.
paint finish.
Yeah,
Right?
but you wouldn't want, you wouldn't want overkill everything satin, right?
Right.
So it goes together well. So the Obsessed Wheel Cleaner, this can be used on raw aluminum wheels, we can use this on carbon fiber rims, we can use them on painted, on powder coated rims, clear coated rims, it doesn't matter. It's delicate enough that it's not going to harm even the most delicate rims or even dollar expensive rims, even anodized rims. But it is strong enough to get rid of what you want to do too. So your typical brake dust, your road debris, etc. This product also doubles as a rubber cleaner, so you can spray this on the rubber and lightly scrub the rubber, and also cleans the rubber. So that's what we would put on or to wash the wheels. So the wheels and the rubber. Tire satin is now what we're going to dress it with. So this isn't an overly glossy product, and it's definitely not a matte product. It's what I call the perfect gloss.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of that. I've used that quite a bit.
You've used this one, yeah,
Yeah,
and the driven tour for sure.
Yeah, and
for sure.
I know you supply that to all the guys at our shows, and
Yeah.
they all rave about how good that product is.
I kind of kid around a lot and I say it's photoshopped. So to me, it's that, you look at it and you're just like, that looks like a picture. It looks like somebody's already edited it, but it's not. Because it's not overly glossy, it's not matte, it's water-based, so we're not worrying about the rubber turning brown, we're not worrying about silicone, we're not worrying about fleeing on the side of the car as well, right? So that'll cover the wheels, tires. We also talked about Alcantara, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I guess we're coming back to this one. So when it comes to Alcantara, we deal with some pretty wild vehicles, right? You've got a set of custom seats there. Alcantara is a little bit different than your traditional fabric, leather, vinyl. So we kind of handle that a little bit differently. In our studio, we do have, in the boutique, we do have other products as well. But our preference on when it's in the boutique is to use the Swiss Specs Alcantara Cleaner. Quite easy to use. You want to use a brush, you want to use a light towel in single direction, the sweat, suntan lotion, everything else on there, right?
Gotcha.
So convertibles we got to be a little bit careful with, right? So Ragtop is one of the brands that we use. Ragtop is also the only product that's actually endorsed by Hartz. So that doesn't mean anything to you, but Hartz actually manufactures almost every convertible top on the planet.
Oh, even the OEM ones?
Even the OEM.
Okay.
So almost every manufacturer, every car manufacturer uses a Hartz top. Almost all of them.
Gotcha.
Okay. So what they have here is a kit. It's your cleaner and protectant. Okay. We have a video process on how to clean the top, how to mask
On your
it off.
YouTube channel?
Yes, on our
Perfect.
YouTube channel, or on our website, obsessed.com, and in our tutorial section, how to treat a convertible top, right? So this is a pretty straightforward process. It takes a little bit of time because you want to make sure that you've cleaned it properly, it's dried completely overnight, and make sure you have no stains, and then you're going to treat it. A product like this on a toy car, or I call them toy cars or summer car, we will see about 1 year, maybe pushing into 2 years with this product. And what the benefit of this is, one, I see, it looks good, but I guarantee you that once it's cleaned and treated, we're actually going to make that top look newer than it is.
Wow.
Even a brand new car, it does. So it usually increases the look a little bit. It usually makes it look a little bit better. But obviously the big part of it is now we've got a protectant on it. So should we have something land on the top, we can wash it out a lot easier. So it will bead water, but it is still breathable. So the top does get wet after a while. But you'll see that maintenance is absolutely minimal after that for the top.
That's amazing education.
So that'll keep you busy for a little bit, or maybe you might want to use our services on that. But so we covered off the wheels, the
The interior?
the interior, the paint protection film, the Alcantara on the top. So I think that kind of covers everything that we talked about. Anything else?
No, and I think all these products are available on your website as well, right?
Exactly. So you can see here we have. We carry one of the largest selections available. We have over 2,000 products available in our boutique or online at autoobsessed.com. So we ship every day. Usually processing is same business day if it's in the morning, and that's anywhere across Canada. So we ship across Canada and into the United States.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
I guess my only question is, do you want to go first, Ben?
Oh, that's awesome.
Congrats.
So not only did you bring the car, Mark, but I'm actually gonna go for a ride.
Yeah, it doesn't get out very often.
Yeah,
busy traveling for the shows.
Let's
Let's go for a
let's
spin.
take a quick look. Yeah, that's awesome. An RWB convertible, and I mean, what's even cooler is this one here was built right before our eyes in Edmonton at the Driven Show, right?
Yeah.
Right by
Nakai-san.
Nakai-san, right?
Yeah.
So he was in Edmonton and actually did it live right at the show. And
You know, it's these cars are quite interesting, Troy, because you know they're fairly rare. That's the last of the air-cooled Porsches, and you know, guys who like me who've you know essentially cut up the car take some heat for it, right?
I guess, yeah.
Because they're so rare. But I tell you, like you know, when it's done and the experience of doing it, it was something that I'll remember forever.
For sure. I mean, in Edmonton, as I mentioned, you know, we have a really good car scene, considering the type of winter we have and everything. And you see all the exotics, you see all your tuner cars, but honestly, I don't think I've seen, other than at the show, a modified 911, right?
Yeah,
they're really rare to see.
And they're race cars from the factory already, right? 911s really are built for the track right out. But you know, I won't comment on the performance of this thing after.
Right. Yeah.
But you know, it's certainly customized to the way that I like it, and you know, it did draw a ton of people out to the show, and I always get a lot of questions about the vehicle. It's been fun.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. Again, I'm a convertible ragtop guy as well, and maybe that's why, because of the weather that we have, that, you know, the moment we see the sun, we really want to take advantage of that day.